to cut everybody off. Like that.
That's wild.
Orgy going on? My man said he's a joke.
She aged like cheese.
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.
What's going on? What's going on? What's really good in the hood? If you're here, be here. If you're present, be present. Show your face.
Was had
Be heard. Be present.
present.
If you're here, say here. Don't say president, because that's what we used to do in school.
Timothy. Present.
President. What's up?
Debo.
What's going on? Brother? We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. You know it's not talked about enough.
Debo being president.
Tyrese. He should have just stayed with music.
Well, you know, whether you're good or bad, when a movie production company says, "Hey, we got a bag for you if you play this role,"
I feel you. Yeah.
he ain't gonna turn down them. They ain't gonna turn down them, but they call him.
I feel you.
Taraji P. Henson say, "Hey, Tyler Perry gonna keep on paying me.
All right,
I'm gonna keep on acting."
I got my thoughts on that movie, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
I ain't seen it yet, so I can't speak. You talking about Scrawl?
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't worry about it.
I will say this: it wasn't his usual terribleness, but also it's still the same issues that Tyler Perry faces every time he makes a movie. So yeah, here's what it is. The acting was good. I'll give him that. Acting. Taraji did her thing. It's just extra. It's really extra. So anyway, before we get into that later on down the road, and before we get into this movie, let's introduce the show. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. I am your host, Rashad, aka this movie was out of pocket.
And last but not least, I am the King MOE, aka turns out Hoochie Pappy was not the fifth element. Sidebar. So, blind people, right?
I'm not doing this today. 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 I'm not today. I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this today.
What are you doing? Are you Bart Simpson writing it on the board right now?
I am not doing this today. I am not doing this today.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
Okay, quick question.
Absolutely.
Quick question, right? So, so blind people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to use the bathroom just like everybody else, right? So when a blind person take a doodle and they wipe, how do they know when they're done? Because our mom and daddy teach us you wipe until ain't nothing on the toilet paper no more. How do they know? Chat, is that not a valid question?
They use a bidet.
What,
know what?
what if they don't have the technology? How do they know?
So, Fifth Element, right? Fifth Element. Yes, Kiana, thank you so much for this lovely movie. Thank you so much for this lovely movie. Anyway, the Earth is about to be destroyed by a huge ball of fire racing toward the planet. Cornelius, first of all, let me just say this. Let me just say this. He wasn't no Cornelius. He wasn't no Cornelius. Let me just. I don't know 3 white men by the name of Cornelius.
White man be named Cornelius?
I ain't seen. Anyway, Cornelius, an old monk, knows how to stop the burning sphere with the help of Corbin Dallas, a taxi driver and former secret. Bro, that's a crazy drop. Like in job titles, like you go from a secret agent to a taxi driver. That's like going from like the president to like
the janitor of a high school.
You coach like Little League basketball at the rec center and don't nobody remember your name. Cause no. Anyway, well, yeah. And there's a woman by the name of Lee Lu. That's not her name. Her name was something else, and I can't really say all them words together because I'm not about to get my tongue a seizure. So we're not playing the game. But yeah. So the cast of this movie is pretty stacked, to be honest with you.
Pretty decent.
You got Millie Djokovic, you got Bruce Willis, you got Gary Oldman, you got Chris Tucker, you got Ian Holm, Luke Perry, you got Tommy Lister Jr., aka
Debo.
Debo. And
a bunch of other people.
They got a bunch of other people on it. I don't know all of them, but that's cool. Anyway, you don't spend too much time with them. But some of these people look like the aliens that they playing.
I'm gonna keep my comment to myself.
See what you started. See what you started. See what you started.
No, I was gonna say something about one of the cast members, but nope.
Yep, we ain't gonna do that. We go do that. Oh Lord. Yeah. So Corbin Dallas. I'm sorry. I was looking at the pictures and yeah. So Corbin Dallas plays a taxi driver, but we don't start the movie off there. We start the movie off in some random desert. That's supposed to be like where the beginning of like civilization and all this stuff is. And it looks like it's somewhere near Egypt. If I had to guess where I would say it would be, it looks very Egyptian.
They was where they made the Mayan calendar.
I'm not fooling with this man today. Fooling with this man today. Fooling with this man today. I'm not fooling with this man today.
But
Anyway,
it was very sandy. You feel me?
yeah, it was Sandy. You got these archaeologists. You know, of course they sitting there. They trying to figure some stuff out about the fifth element. You got the one little goofy dude. The little goofy science. Well, I guess like the head archaeologist. He's like dusting off, figure out what these hieroglyphics mean. And then you got his right hand man sitting there. You know, he's basically like the muscle almost if anything goes down, because he got the pistol that he has look like it's from, remember when you got that ray gun on Call of Duty, the zombie.
Brother, that pistol, that World War I ass pistol.
I don't even know where did the bullets go. And apparently it shot like an automatic. So I was like, that don't really make sense.
And then he had homeboy who was
The priest at the time.
every 30 seconds he was like, just give me the light. Just give me the light. He kept asking him to turn the light on, cuz. Like Bunny was literally counting how many times he told Buddy to give him light. He was like,
Aziz light.
like he was keeping tally. I was like, Alexa, play "Give Me the Light" by Sean Paul.
That's crazy.
Because like that's the only thing out of all the words that he says, the only two words he say to him is "Give me the light."
Aziz light.
That part.
But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what these hieroglyphics mean, and in the meantime, the priest is trying to get them to leave or go to sleep. He even tries to like put a sleeping powder in one of the drinks, some water, and like they're celebrating something. So he's like, "Nah, man, we need that liquor. We need that brown liquor." So he gets the liquor, pours liquor in the cup, and as they're getting ready to drink, you see this ship come down, this big mothership. Now, how you didn't see this ship from before, I don't know. But the ship come down, that he don't hit the ship. He's so engulfed in these hieroglyphs or whatever, he don't pay no attention to nothing. So the aliens are there, and they come up behind him and they snuff him out. So his partner come with the pistol, and he shoot up the aliens, and the door closes. And you know, this is what happens when you let how Andre 3000 said it on the one. Don't give me no gun. You know what I'm gonna do with it.
You feel me?
you know what I'm gonna do with it. So the temple shuts down and they take the fifth element away. And they're like, when they need it, they'll return. So they leave the message from the priest and he passes everything down from generation to generation. So then you pick up,
because they said they show up every like
I don't know, bro.
like 5,000 years or something like that.
Something like that.
500, 5,000, some large number.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of years.
It's a lot of time.
But they show up or whatever. They get the fifth element and they head out. And that's what starts the movie. And then you catch up with Corbin Dallas. Now Corbin is, he's a taxi driver and he's not very. He's not very liked by a lot of people. His mama don't like him. She think he be lying all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't want to spend time with her, so he don't like his job, but he gotta work, because he was an ex special forces man that is now a taxi driver, but whatever.
And apparently the movie takes place in the year 2263.
2260.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that.
Yeah. 2260. We got a long way to go before we get there.
Because apparently,
but
in the year 2263, the police uniforms are stupid.
Very stupid. Very stupid. So at the time, Corbin gets Yeah, Corbin gets a call, get woken up by his mama. He's sitting there having some coffee or something like that, having some food. And even the little food man talking mess to him. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody talking mess to Corbin. Corbin don't get no respect. He don't get no respect from nobody.
Jabber Joe.
You
No
know,
respect.
Jabber Joe. So they cut to a scene of this ship getting attacked, and from that wreckage, they find the pieces of the fifth element. So they're taking the fifth element to this lab to get reconstructed, right? And for some reason, they wanted this lady naked the entire movie. She built like a 12-year-old, but they want her naked the whole movie. Don't know why. But yeah. So
You talking about when they 3D printed Lilu?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they took the little. It looked like that, like a.
I guess it was a hand
or a
probably
glove, and it was like, and Buddy was like, "So this is what regular human DNA looked like, and then this is the DNA of a dinosaur."
I knew you was about to say.
No, he was like, "So this is whatever the genetic makeup of whatever blah 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 is pretty much perfect." So they put the glove thing inside the little chamber and turned on the 3D printer and took the DNA from that hand and created it in a whole white.
She was in fact.
And then Buddy was like, "Hey, I'm gonna have to."
He definitely took a 15.
I'm gonna have to take a couple pictures for scientific research purposes.
Nasty work.
It's some data over there that need to be collected. You feel me?
He worked for Diddy.
He worked for somebody because he damn sure wasn't working for Debo.
So they're like, all right, man, we about to run some tests on her. You know what I'm saying? This the military. You know, we gotta know what's going on. We gotta know.
Dre was having it.
Dre was happening, brother. They like, we gotta run some tests on her. She like, nah, not today. So she bust out the laboratory. This was like this. Hey man, yeah, go ahead, dog.
So this was a Titanic moment, if you ask me, because first they 3D printed Lulu, then they woke her up. So she wakes up and is freaking out inside this little chamber. So then when she finally calms down and looks at everybody in the room, she starts speaking a language that nobody understands. And we talk about this all the time, especially since the 100 Men versus Gorilla conversation. The glass that they have at the zoo for the monkey exhibits, for the gorilla exhibits, needs to be bulletproof, right? So she's beating on the glass, and Buddy was like, "How strong is that glass?" He was like, "It's unbreakable."
It was not.
because
it was definitely breakable.
Before the Titanic sailed, they said this boat is indestructible. No, it ain't.
It was very much breakable.
So Buddy walked up on her and was like, "Hey," and then she was like, reached through the glass and was like, "Hey, why am I on 480p?"
But you hit something.
I'll slap your. Oh, there we go. I'll slap your nose off, webcam. But anyway, she punched through the glass, pulled Buddy into the glass, knocked him out, and then was like, "Okay, there's 6 of you motherfuckers. I gotta beat ass. It's time for me to break out and beat ass."
And that's what she did. She definitely did that. Whatever glass that they used was terrible.
It was trash.
I don't know how strong this young woman was, but whatever glass they decided to use This woman tore through the glass like paper, like toilet tissue from Dollar Tree. She tore through,
So
through.
she breaks out of the chamber and then proceeds to make her escape from the lab. And she crawls out of a window, and it was like, oh shit, nigga, she out there on the ledge. And I think this was the first, well, not the first, because the movie had already introduced Corbin as a cab driver. But this part of the movie reminded me of the Jetsons. Like when you see all the flying cars, they're going this way, this way, this way, and it gives you an aerial view of what the traffic looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And everything just looks like futuristic, whatever the case. And she ends up jumping off the ledge into the traffic, which looks like once she begins falling, like there didn't appear to be like a surface beneath, like she was just gonna be falling. And she just so happens to land inside Corbin's cab. So the police run down Corbin's cab and was like, hey, say, cuz, you got a unauthorized person inside of your cab. So we need you to pull over. We need you to pop that side door. Let us do what we got to do, and we'll let you get back on your way. So she's talking to Corbin, and she's trying to get him to understand what she's saying. And the only thing he understands was, yeah, boom. Yeah, I know what that means, boom.
Big boom. Big bada boom.
Boom.
Bada big boom.
So,
hey, look. Hey, check this out. This how bad us as men are, right? Us as men, as a whole, brother. Because I'm telling you like this. Neil Long, Meg Thee Stallion, Kelly Rowland, one of them, they fall in my cab and start talking bleep, blop, bloop, orca. I'm gonna be cool with it. I'm gonna try to guess what it is they say. Hey, I'm gonna be talking to them like, how like you talk to babies, like you be trying to be like, yeah, gabagoosh, babadoosh, okay, you try to figure it out, brother. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm trying to figure it out. I understand. I don't blame him. He saw, he saw it like he wanted to, but I don't blame him.
But she was smart enough to look at a picture of a little boy that said, please help, and was like, I need to say words to him for him to understand that these folks is trying to take me out of the game.
They ain't gotta say much. I'm understand.
And he was like, you know what, I would, but I already got 5 points on my license. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do my little community service. He was like, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, they came to get you. I gotta let you go. And just like in any other movie, what happens? The power of the Hoochie Pappy compelled him. Because I say it all the time, Hoochie Pappy changes everything.
Star Wars, all kind of stuff.
Changes everything.
It's Star
Wars. They done put the damn, they done hooked to this man's car so that they could pull his car towards theirs to take her. And this man was like, you know what? My boss is gonna kill me. Puts the car in drive, punches, takes off. This woman then fell inside your cab. She has been in your car all of 62 seconds.
62.
But because she was able to say the words, please help, you was like, you know what? Something tells me I should probably start doing hood rat shit with my friends. You was this close from letting the police take her out of the backseat of your cab. And you decided, you know what? Fuck it.
And messed up them folk McDonald's.
McDonald's in 2263 is wild business.
And I bet you their ice cream machine was broke.
Still don't work.
It was broke.
So that means...
And they only give you one sauce packet
So, foreshadowing.
They'll give you
This
more sauce
movie,
back if it's
this
10 nuggets.
movie, this movie 20 something years ago said in the year 2200, McDonald's ice cream machine still ain't gonna work.
Still ain't gonna work. Yeah,
That is wild.
absolutely.
You niggas got McDonald's in space?
Yep.
And still don't have the technology. You can 3D print a whole entire human being. But
With
you
all
don't have the
working parts.
technology to uphold the integrity of an ice cream machine, cuz?
Nope.
Pack
That ain't
McDonald's. Go look, somebody build a time machine so fast forward to 2263. Pack McDonald's the fuck up. They still can't get that ice cream machine to work.
Get them up out of here. With all the tools and technology, still can't. But yeah, this man done let this woman. He done lost his job. He on the run from the law. He got all kind of gadgets and gadgets that they feel like he a criminal, so he get away. This man lost his job the day that he told his homeboy. He was like, "Man, I can't do it, man." So you can't do nothing for your homeboy, but this random woman show up.
You know what's crazy? When he started running, he was like, "Yeah, they're only gonna chase me for a mile."
Boy, they chased it. They chased him.
He was like, "Oh, they must have changed too. It's more than 2 money."
And then they put about as many bullets into his car as they did his Clio car and set it off.
Because he thought he got away. He was like, "All right, we're gonna be safe for a while." They was waiting for him at the red light. 5 of them.
Boy, lit that car up.
Crematory.
But yeah, so they get away. She passed out in the backseat. He take her back to the crib. He get on the phone with his homeboy. He like, "Man, shoot, hey dog, hey, something happened to the ride, cuz, but shoot, I got me this little bad enough fell into my car, you know what I'm saying? Hey, stuff happened."
I can't understand shit she be saying though.
I don't know what she talking. I don't know what language that is. I ain't never heard it before. But why? When I tell you. So at this point,
real quick,
I think he take her to the priest. What's up?
At what point of the movie did they show the scene where Buddy went to President Debo? It was like, because they talked about the big moon-sized entity.
Oh, well, cuz was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just keep firing on it."
Because they had this moon-sized entity that's just been.
Well, remember, it was small at first.
Right, just in space, just existing, just doing hood rat shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling Debo, like, "Hey man, there's this goddamn shit floating around in space, and it's absorbing everything that get in his way." Mm-hmm. So they're sending drones and all type of shit towards the thing, trying to identify it, trying to figure out what it is. And every time they fire on it or try to attack it, it absorbs all of that energy and increases itself in size. Nothing is coming back. They can't figure out what it is, where it is, how it is. And Buddy was like, "You can't identify it because it doesn't want to be identified."
That's what he said.
But it literally absorbs everything that gets in its way, and it rubs elbows with the planet Earth every 5,000 years. The last time it rubbed elbows with Earth, we literally had to do the Captain Planet shit with the 4 stones and the 5th element to be like, hey, move around, cuz. And going back over there for another 5,000 because I ain't got time for your shit today. Mm-hmm. They literally wind, water, earth, fire, and then they had to combine to create Captain Planet to send the motherfucker back into space.
My bad.
That's why I've been.
Hey, that TV show was trash. Like, if you really think about it, so if anybody get hurt or lose their magic ring,
You wouldn't shit without the ring, cuz.
I'm just saying, think about it. Like, anybody get hurt, let's say you lose your ring, you wash it with your pants, you know what I'm saying? You done lost it in the garbage, I suppose. Anyway, whatever.
You cannot summon Cap. You can't do it.
So, like, he like a trash superhero.
Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Hey, anyway. So he take her to this priest or whatever, and he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all trying to get married. I don't do that, because he was like, nah, man, it's my fair. She jumped in the cab. And so this man lay her down on the couch. And this how you know when movies used to be creepy, because you can't do this no more. This man done Snow White tried to kiss this, he was sleeping, and she put the blim blam to his guy. She was like, hey man, hey, cuz. Aggressive too. But because
where'd she get the blim blam from?
I think she stole his. I don't know. But boy, she aggressively hit him with that thing in the temple. She said, what she said? Octogamy. She said something.
I don't know what she be saying.
I don't know what she said. Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But anyway, so he done hit her with the and he like, all right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Not to mention, Corbin was a part-time criminal, because even when they was running down on him in the cab, he had the license plate covered up. It was like, nah, he got the signal jammer, so we can't identify who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the aliens went to his apartment to try to detain him, he done took his nameplate off of his door, put it on his neighbor's.
This guy go get his neighbor messed up. I said, ain't that so?
But I mean that was a little bit later on. But the people was at his apartment. No, I'm getting my wires crossed. Where we at?
So remember, he dropped the girl off first, and then like the preacher came back in his church outfit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, ain't I fly? ain't I fly? You know what I'm saying? So he like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming through, but we about to kick it. I'm about to bless her real fast on the forehead. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. So he kicked Corbin out. Corbin go back. Saying, so she talking with the priest, and he understand everything. She saying. She said, "Gamma gabba's boo boo." He like, oh, gamma gabba's bet.
Buddy was already fluent in Rosetta Stone.
Bet. I know what you saying. I know what you saying, cuz. I get it.
Yeah, and he said, if don't nobody in the world feel you, I feel you.
I feel you. I know what you're saying. I get it.
I'm picking up what you put down.
I speak Gamagoosh. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? They done had their little conversation or whatever. And you know, they figure out a plan, but the plan involved they got to get Corbin thing because they got to get on the plane to get the Floston Paradise. You know what I'm saying? So he tell his homeboy Richard, I don't know his name, man. He tells his homeboy Richard, he like, hey Richard, I'm gonna need you to be this dude. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go get this license. I need you to be him at the thing. You young, I'm old. They ain't gonna believe that my bad because this ain't 2025. Well, you know what I'm saying? Where them young things getting them old things. This you know, it's later on. So they head over to Corbin's. You know, Corbin said the military that came. They like, hey man, we need you to get on this little mission for us, cause you know what I'm saying. You owe everything. You owe us. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, he talking to them, and then Lilu and Pre show up, You know what I'm saying? So he like, hey man, y'all gotta hide, bro. Y'all gotta hide. This my little baddie, you know what I'm saying? We just got married, you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to. She hate the military. Y'all gotta hide. He like, where you want us to go?
Yep. So he put the priest in the
He
bed.
put him in the refrigerator.
He put Lilu in the shower, sent her upstairs.
No. That was
That was in the shower because she got caught with the auto wash.
right.
I remember where he put the
No.
rest of the
No. So what happened was, so that came after. So he had the military people in the fridge. Then when the police came, he hid Lilu in the shower. He hid the priest in the mattress thing.
Mm-hmm.
So once they left, he opened them up, popped the thing like on Booty Call when when Jamie had the shrink wrap around, opened that up, got Lilu out the shower, and of course she want to get naked again, so she, you know what I'm saying?
That was absolutely a reason for her to get naked. Yeah.
It was, you know what I'm saying? But so he talking, and then next priest hit him across the head. Damn. So he hit him across the head, and they take his ID and they head for the airport. So he like, hey, it's a bet. You know what? I accept the mission, General. So he go to the airport. He catch.
Who gonna say no to Debo?
He catch Lilu with Bartholomew, because I don't know buddy name. Whatever his name is, that's his name at the time. But he catch Lilu with Bartholomew, and he like, hey man, she like the lady at the door was like, hey man, what's your name? Man, my name. He stuttered. So Corbin show up. He ran fast because I thought they had a head start. But he ran fast apparently, and he got down to the airport. He like, hey man, Demarius was holding my tag for me. So you know what I'm saying? It's me. That's me. I'm Corbin. That's my wife. You know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
So he done punked Xavier out. Xavier, like, man, he went to the priest. Like the priest was in the bar. He was at the bar. He had got him a shot of Hennessy Black, and he was chilling. He was like, hey man, I let my boy Dante go. You know what I'm saying? He going up to the spaceship. So I'm just chilling right now, So Dante go to the priest. He like, hey man, shoot, man, I'm gonna take this little shot real fast. You don't need it. He was like, man, what you doing? He was like, man, shoot, man, Corbin came, man. He, you know what I'm saying? He punked me. He stalled me out, So he stalled me out. Now before this happened, you had Zorg, right? Zorg had met with the little Gungans, whatever they is, but I don't even know what they were named. What was the little people named? Whatever the little creatures. Yeah, but John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, whatever his name was, but he had met up with them because he like, hey man, y'all get me the little Fifth Element, the little blocks and stuff. I'm gonna get y'all these guns that if you shoot them things just shoot. You shoot one time, them things shoot everywhere you want them to. You know what I'm saying? These ain't even out yet.
But yeah, everybody wanted stones. Hell, even the big ball, which I think they said the ball's name was Mr. Shadow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but wait, we ain't even talking about the part where him. He went to the priest first because he went to the priest to try to get the priest to help him, and then he had ended up choking on a cherry, and the priest had hit him on the back. Choking on the cherry and died is crazy.
But what?
Yeah.
Don't put that on my headstone, cuz. They're like, hey, what happened to Demarius?
Man, that man choking on the cherry, cuz he gone. Gone, man. Got up out of there.
But yeah, he didn't just eat the cherry, like he ate it with the stem on it. And I had told him to take the stem off first, but he was like, nah, it got vitamins in it. And
Gone.
got stuck in his throat. He couldn't get it to go down.
But yeah, so backstory on that. But then we get back to present day. So he done sent his little he tried to blow up the little gremlin people, and they survived. How? Don't, but they survived. So he sent his homeboy. He like, hey man, look, you gonna have to go down there and pretend you Corbin. Everybody won't be Corbin. Everybody won't be Corbin. Corbin like Mike. Everybody won't be like Mike. Everybody won't be like Corbin. So he go down there, you know what I'm saying? After Corbin and got on the plane, he like, hey man, listen, my name Corbin. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Like, she like, man, first of all, Corbin ain't even black. So back up. I already got Corbin on this plane, stupid. So he get arrested. He call up Zord, and he like, all right, shoot, you failed me for the last time, cuz Zord killed that man. He unalived him right there, cuz.
Took him out of the game.
Took him out of the game. So the last person that tried to be caught, even the little alien tried to be caught. He was like, man, hey, security, come get these. So they get in a shootout down there. So the plane getting ready to take off, and the priest done worked his way into like the tire area or something like that to get into the plane. So they taking off. So Lilu and Corbin, they get in their little relaxing places. So finally, Lilu was able to speak English. She's able to speak some kind of English. She translating like how they translate Netflix movies when they be coming over. Like the lips don't really match what they're saying, but you can kind of understand it. So
I want to know what kind of computer that was when they were so-called catching her up. When she was when the words was moving real fast on the computer screen, and I'm just like, it was like, yeah, she missed a lot of time and a lot of years, and it's, you know what I'm saying, she got to download all this knowledge at a rapid pace, and she just, you know what I'm saying, like every letter she pressed, it was like every word ever that starts with that letter was just like scrolling real fast on the screen, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's what's happening.
Like, I'm gonna protect you. I'm the fifth element. He's like, oh wait, hey, hold up, and the lady put him to sleep. Now Chris Tucker is introduced at this point. He is Ruby Rod. He is going to Flossin Paradise along with Corbin and all them boys. You know what I'm saying? And first thing he want to do is smash the little stewardess lady. You know what I'm saying? Because
who wanted to smash the stewardess?
Chris Tucker. That's what he did.
A nigga named Ruby was trying to smash the.
That's what happened. Had her legs up like the letter Y. I don't know who decided that this was the proper hell for Chris Tucker, but they did. This man had
Chris Tucker hair looked like
boy,
like the corn dog bread without the hot dog in the middle.
Boy, how much they paid Chris Tucker for this movie, man?
When was this? 1997?
He had to get paid for this movie, bro. He had to get paid. Ain't no way.
Because 97, he coming off of Friday and 95.
Yeah, because him and Devo coming off of Friday. These are some crazy changes.
I feel like he did something before this. I don't know.
It might have been Money Talks.
Money Talks. When did Dead President? No. Was Chris Tucker Dead Presidents? Nah, I got him fucked up with something else.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
He was in Dead Presidents, which also came out in 95.
Mm.
So Chris Tucker was on a little run at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you could say he was confused. He had a lot going on. He was part of the LGBTQS IT, all them letters. He was in that group before they like really got like, pop. I'm not being funny, bro. I'm being so serious. He was what's the word?
Flamboyant?
No, he was fluid or whatever you want to call
it. Same thing.
So
he had too much of his shoulders out.
I don't know where he bought his outfits from, but this man had on a leopard. I don't even know what you call that.
Nigga had hella shoulder meat out, and there was a nigga behind him that had a fade, but he was half fade, half bald headed.
Hey man, this was crazy. He had the pine cone head. Something I don't know. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, buddy had a little dookie. But then
there you
Chris
go.
Tucker. Chris Tucker
appreciate you, Keon, because I couldn't think of the word.
He went from having the cannon on his forehead, then he had the Kodak Blacks, but they was like.
Oh man, I was like, who is doing his hair? I don't know, but he smashed a little stewardess lady while they were taking off, and she was losing her mind. He said something to her. He said, and she lost her mind. I don't know what he said to her, boy. That man said "Oshkosh bagosh," and she lost her mind.
Hell, because when you're doing it right, you can damn near say anything.
But that was before. He was like, he whispered in her ear and was like, he almost poked in the eye with his hair. He was like, Oshkosh.
Imagine thinking, you know what, Prince would be perfect for this role, and then Prince being like,
yeah. I mean, I understand. Brother, I don't even know where you get this. I don't even know where you get this outfit from. Like, I don't even think this is like. It's not even that the fact that this would be like in a women's section at the store. I don't even know where you get this from. We bought it. We bought it.
When you went to your hairstylist, how did you describe that?
Hey, just whatever's the weirdest thing you could do to my hair, just go ahead and do it. I don't
It looked like the thing from Super Mario 2.
It looked like he got a toilet. That looked like a paper towel on his head. Wendy
paper towel with paper towel with no roll in the middle. Mm-hmm. Just a towel.
It's giving Wendy Williams is crazy. But yeah, Chris Tucker acting crazy, acting a plum fool in this. He done smashed the little stewardess lady. So they pulling up on Flossed in Paradise or whatever, and it's a concert that's supposed to be going on, And they get there, and the first thing, Chris Tucker, they got it's like a ball or something like that.
You talking about the little opera situation?
Yeah, they had an opera concert, so
with the blue lady.
Yeah, with blue lady.
Dude
favorite.
Super Boot.
Oh my god. Oh.
So
What's that?
don't worry about it.
So Corbin, like, hey man, they like, man, we need you to get ready. You got a suit. You know what I'm saying? You got a suit. It's in your room. We already know your size. Don't even worry about it.
Tux.
That thing, was that a leather tux? I don't even know what it was.
No, I wouldn't let him.
No, it's Duke got a crush on the blue lady. But anyway, so they getting ready for the concert. Lilu meeting up with her people, you know what I'm saying, with her people folk. No.
Ruby was vlogging the whole thing.
The whole time. Ruby was
every time something happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Ruby was doing TikToks.
What? Hello.
Ruby
was doing hella social media the whole time.
He was doing vines. He was doing all that, getting people ready to go. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm vlogging
I
all
like,
this."
if this nigga say, "Ladies and gentlemen," one more time.
Commercial.
He was talking to his chat the whole movie.
He said, "Hey man, hey cut. What was that? Give me some feeling." And then he get yoked up by Bruce Willis. I said, "Man, that ain't Smokey."
Nah, that was not Smokey. That was not Smokey. But so they put Corbin front row
next to Ruby Rock.
You feel me? And Super Boo was up there, goddamn, hitting all of the notes. Hitting all the notes. Going crazy.
You're not gonna skip past the crackhead boy. And then you ain't gonna skip past how this man played somebody's daughter X tape on live TV while her daddy was there. I crash out, bro. Hey, played the audio from the tape. He said, "Your daughter confessed to me. I love to sing. Here's a leak." What's happening, Jerome? Played the tape. I said, "Boy, hey,
I would have shot the whole place up."
Hey, nobody making it back to Earth. Nobody making it back to Earth. I said, "Oh, you dirty." Then he went by his homeboy. He was like, "Yeah, man, he can't hear nothing I'm saying because he's stoned out." And he really couldn't hear nothing. He was high on so much, whatever it is he was high on, he couldn't hear. So, as you say, Blue Lady come out there, and at first she started singing something that she's singing, you know what I'm saying? She doing her thing.
She was singing like she had that half mask on.
Bro, I don't know if you ever been to like one of them operas, boy, where but he was high. He was definitely high. He was high. Ain't no way you look like that, you gonna be high. He might have been deaf, but he was high too. He was high. He looked like crackhead. But
she sang the first song,
boy, but then the beat dropped. She said,
and then it went from opera to hip hop.
It went straight mustard on the beat, ho. And then you know what I'm saying?
All they had to do was throw a little Nola bounce in the background, but she was going off.
But she hit the backhand bounce a couple times, you know what I'm saying?
And then the second song, she was directing a lot of the energy to Corbin. Like she was like looking at this nigga and like doing her hands like this.
But she did something. She dirty wine.
Because at one point Corbin was like, hey, why she keep looking at me like this, cuz?
Hey, you know what? I'm with Lilu. I don't know you.
So, meanwhile, uh, so previously there was a scene where Zord's receptionist was like, Zord's office. And then she was like, hey, the phone for you, cuz. He was like, hey, stop disturbing me while I'm over here just staring into space. And she was like, well, see, the thing is, right, you told me not to disturb you unless Mr. Shadow's on the phone
Is Mr. Shadow on the phone?
and he sweat bullets.
He sweated. He started sweating blood, cuz.
I thought Mr. Shadow did the Jedi mind trick and making his forehead bleed. He was like, hey, where them stones at, cuz?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Money is of no importance. I need the motherfucking stones. Cause if you don't get them, I'm pulling up on Earth, 12,000 miles per hour, and I'm deleting the whole planet. So, whole time they're looking for these stones, and like Chrissy said earlier in the chat, this whole movie, Corbin was playing chess while everybody else was playing checkers. Because he go in there with the big chopper, the big blim blam.
And remember, Lilu is fighting in the other room simultaneously.
Because remember earlier in the movie, she watched that Bruce Lee flick,
Mm-hmm.
and like in Meteor Man, she learned karate.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So when they had her outnumbered 5-1, 6-1, she didn't do any of the moves that she saw in the Bruce Lee movie. She did one move. She did one move where she was whooping all them aliens up, and she had the one in front of her, and the big ass alien walked up behind her, and then she hit him with the back fist. I'm like, that's the only thing you learned from watching Bruce Lee? Because the way she was beating them up, they should have did a better job of jumping her.
Yes.
Because
trash.
She was punching with her fist like this. So Buddy comes in there with the big chopper, shooting shit up. She done climbed into the ventilation system. He trying to blow her ass out the ventilation system, and then he ends up finding one of the aliens found the case. Without even looking in the case, he just assumed, he was like, yo, I found the stones, cuz. So Buddy takes the joint, gets back on the ship. He opens the case, and at first he's laughing like, hell yeah, I found these shits.
I got it.
And then he went from laughing.
We got him, Joe.
Like
we did it, Joe.
These motherfuckers is not in here. So old girl finishes singing the song. The aliens done ran into the audience shooting the opera up. She take one to the belly.
Mm-hmm.
Super Boo take one to the belly, and she fall out. So Corbin runs on the stage to try to talk to her before she dies, and he was like,
"Bro, she like 7'2".
Thanos out here looking for these stones. Where these stones at?" She was like, "They right here next to my small intestine. You got to reach in there and dig them out."
Hey, I would have. Hey, at that point, hey, Earth dying because I'm not reaching in there. I'm gonna throw up
because I'm gonna be like, hey, before you die, how the hell they get in there? How they get in there? How did they get in there? How did they get in there? The stones are in you. How did they get in there? Who told you this was a good hiding spot?
What were you doing?
How am I supposed to get in there?
Did you?
I don't know how to do surgery.
Did you ingest it, or did you?
You know what I'm saying? A stonectomy. How did they get in there? Did you eat them? Were they surgically placed inside of your
stomach? Which way did you?
Whose idea was this? Who told you this was a good idea? Why do I got to go in there and get him out my damn self?
I'm gonna throw up. Don't ask me to get something.
You're bleeding and your teeth is covered in blue jelly because you're dying. But I got to reach inside of your body and get these stones out. I got to reach in there with my hands with no gloves.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna throw up
You got all 4 of them.
all 4 of them things. 'Cause I don't know how you got the stones in you in the first place. She talking about stones in me. Oh, word? That's crazy.
That's what we doing.
That's crazy.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Like that's crazy, boy. So
So
they inside your belly. You want me to do what now?
Because I knew
because
I knew them space niggas was gonna be looking for him, right? So I figured it'd be I figured hidden in plain sight. Ain't nobody gonna look at me and be like, yeah, she ate them shits during her lunch break. Who's gonna think? Oh yeah, Super Boo got him.
Or either she used the bathroom, you know, and she.
But let me
Either way,
let me go ahead and die real quick so you can reach in there and get him.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
So Corbin takes off his suit jacket, ties up the stones in his suit jacket, gives them to Ruby, and was like, guard these shits with your life. I'm gonna create a diversion. So that way when they run down on me and they capture me, they're gonna think, okay, bet we making progress, but whole time they're not even gonna be worried about you. And then you can, you know what I'm saying, with the stones, and then I'll just find a way to get back to you later on.
Bro, when he told that man to hold a gun on Buddy, he was like, so hold a gun, you know what I'm saying, just make sure you don't move. He got scared and popped him. Every time I'm scared, it's a bomb or something. What's up, kid?
Kid, what's happening, bro? So Corbin gets into a shootout with all the alien dudes.
He got one gun.
And for the most part, he's holding his own. He is looking like Roman from Fast and the Furious. So because he laying it down, the other alien niggas was like, nah, fuck this. We finna get the big joint, the big Gatling gun, and we about to lay everything down. So he's hiding in the bar. He's hiding behind the bar counter. They're literally blowing it up section by section. And Buddy, he was like, hey, give me that gun. Let me get the gun. And he was like, gun, give me the gun. This nigga threw him 2 balls. First of all, whose dead body did you get them from? Second of all, why is this important? Why do you have these on your person? Threw him a red ball and a white ball. It was like, here you go. Okay, also, you don't understand English either. You don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. So
then the alien come over there, you know what I'm saying? He's like, hey man, what's up, man? I'm about to shoot you. Like, nah, man, nah, my bad. So that's when he hijacked Buddy, put the gun to his head. He's like, hey man, hold the gun right here. If he move, shoot him. So
now when Corbin had his hands up, he was giving a signal to Ruby, and Ruby was like,
I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, hold up, y'all. I think he's saying something to me.
I think he's saying something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're trying to tell me something.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's saying.
It looks like he waving high. I don't know why he waving high for. They got a gun to his head. He's trying to tell me something. I just don't know what it is.
He's trying to tell me something.
I'm like, so you really vlogging this whole shit. Imagine if somebody was doing that shit in Black Panther. Ladies and gentlemen, Claw then got the goddamn shit, and this nigga done blew a hole in the wall, and him and Killmonger and the homies that jumped in the Mercedes G-Wagon, and they driving off. Hey, check this out. So T'Challa and the bald-headed demon and his little sister that jumped into the what's her name, and they in hot pursuit. Like you really finna do this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, they happen to hop into into a little getaway plane, a little getaway ship. But there's a bomb with a timer going on the ship that's gonna blow up the whole ship. So Buddy with the chopper, he done ran back onto the ship after he realized he didn't have the stones, and he laying some more shit down because it's like, I gotta get these stones from Mr. Shadow or everything getting deleted. So there's like 10 seconds or less on the clock, and he has this little chip card looking thing, puts it in the slot, and cuts the timer off. One of the alien niggas is laying down dying, and he was like,
Nah.
hey, who cut the timer off, cuz?
Nah, we're gonna take everybody with us.
Pulled out this little combination lock looking thing and was like, hey, cut the timer back on, cuz. Boop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corbin then got the priest, Ruby, and Lilu in the ship. They barely make it away from the explosion before they take off. And then there was a point where they got the president on the phone. They got Debo on the phone and was talking to Corbin. And it was like, yo, that big ball thing just took off at like 15,000 miles per hour toward Earth. He was like, how much time we got? He was like, well, if it keeps up at this pace, it'll be there in like an hour and 57 minutes. He was like, bet, I'm gonna holler at you in 2 hours. Click, hang up the phone. So now they're like, okay, we got 2 hours before this thing just deletes everything. Because if it can get to Earth and get the stones before we're able to use it to activate the fifth element, for the rest of time ever, we're never going to have anything to stop this shit. So now they got to get to wherever they were at the beginning of the movie, the Serengeti, whatever the name of that desert was, so that they could
Brother the Serengeti. Go ahead.
Where the fuck did I get Serengeti from? Was that Nutty Professor?
Brother. I'm assuming you mean the Sahara.
No, the Serengeti.
Brother, the Serengeti is that. So that's what it is. So that's it. That's not what that's it. I think
So they get
but yeah,
so
they get back to wherever it is.
So they go to the temple in the middle of the Serengeti, and it's Corbin, Ruby, the priest. What's his name? Richard.
But I don't know. I call him
whatever the young nigga name is. And
but how did Bartholomew get back with them?
I don't know.
Oh, he met him there.
Right.
But
it was 5 of them. So
yeah, because he was prepping everything, so he met him there.
So they have these 4 podium looking things.
Who? His name is William.
They had these 4 podium looking things that surrounded this little platform in the middle. And on each one of the podiums, there was a space where they could put the stone, but every podium had a pattern on it. So they had to match the stones, the pattern on the stone, to the pattern on the podium. So they was like, bet. They matched them all up. They put them in the podium. Nothing was happening.
So let me ask you this. So this is why I had a problem with the movie. Because like Lilu, right? So did she just like, was she just like tired? Because like
I felt like when she was in the ventilation system, because she passed out up there in the vents.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why did she?
My buddy was shooting at her, so I'm like, so did she catch a couple? Because Buddy literally had to go like pull her out of the vent.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, okay, she got a little blood on her shirt. She must have caught 1 or 2 because Buddy was dumped. He was emptying the clip.
Yeah, but she didn't get hit.
But and in my mind, I was like, why is she so fatigued? Like, why is she so tired? I didn't do the math on that part. So they get the stones in place, but nothing's happening. So somebody who they was in contact with on the ship was like, we got an hour left. We got 45 minutes left. We got 40 minutes before it gets X amount of distance from Earth's atmosphere. Just constantly counting them down. We got this much time left. We got this much time left. We got this much time left. So Billy had the wind stone. And he looked at the stone and was like, fuck, we're not gonna make it. And it began the activation. So Corbin was like, hey, whoa. Hey, what the fuck you just did, bro? He was like, all right, check this out. I stood at a 45-degree angle in front of the stone. I put my hands up on the surface of it like this, to the left and the right of it. And I looked at it and I squinted my eyes and I said, we're not gonna make it. And they're looking like,
well, that ain't work, cuz.
That's not what that says.
And then he hit him with
and then Corbin was like, duh, this nigga blew wind on the windstone, activated the windstone. So bet, you go to the firestone with some fire, you go to the water stone with some water, you go to the earth stone with some earth, so we can get this shit jumping. So Billy threw some dirt on the earth stone, activated. The priest wiped some dirty ass sweat.
First of all, you should not be sweating that much. That's insane.
Squeezed out some sweat on the water stone, activated the water stone. Ruby over there and was like, hey, I ain't got no fire.
I got no fire. You got a match? You got a match?
I got no fire. I ain't got no fire. How the fuck we gonna put? How the hell we gonna do this? I ain't got no fire.
I mean, if I smoke, you know what I'm saying, I would have it, but I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? You
Corbin pull out a matchbox that had one match left.
Singular.
One singular match. And this part of the movie pissed me off so bad.
Boy, hey, boy.
I'm like, you are one match away. One. No redos. You are one match away from saving all of humanity.
What was the Buddha doing? Clinched. It's clinched.
You are one match away from saving all of existence. You pull out that one match, looked at the three of them niggas and said, whatever you do, don't breathe.
And what everybody
strikes the match. And it took you 10 minutes to put the goddamn match down. Put the fire on the stone. Activate the goddamn stone. You sitting there doing this bullshit here. Put the goddamn match down.
I understand.
Your whole motherfucking planet on the line and you playing with this match. Now, if the wind would have blew up, a nigga would have sneezed, then you'd have been sitting there looking stupid.
Facts.
Put the goddamn match down. Put the fire down, activate the firestone. So he runs back over to Lilu, who was in the middle. He was like, okay, we activated all the stones. What the fuck are we supposed to do now? And they having this little dialogue back and forth, and she asking them all these questions, and he's like, no, you're wrong because is that a third, blah, 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 such and such and such. I guess he had to get her to
Brother, he had to tell her that he loved her.
What the emotion of love felt like.
He had to tell her that he loved her, which I was like, hey, man, y'all knew each other for 32 hours.
Couple days.
32 hours.
So whole time, Buddy was like, hey, we got 30 seconds. And we got 20 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7. He literally counts all the way down to 1. Corbin starts kissing Lilu.
And then she explodes with love.
She explodes with love. We're gonna leave it at that. She exploded with love.
Gonna take the music down to 0.
Not to mention earlier in the movie, after she learned how to speak English, she told Corbin, she was like, hey, Hey, just between me and you, and don't tell nobody this. I'm the fifth element, cuz. Me.
Mhm.
I'm Big Five. I'm Big Five. I'm the fifth element. Just throwing it out there.
Letting you know,
Just,
just letting you know.
because you're gonna need to remember that for later
Just
on.
for you. Just so you
You
understand.
feel me? I'm the fifth element, cuz. That's why they 3D printed me and brought me here, because I'm the fifth element. You feel me? So boom. Mr. Shadow, 12,000 miles per hour, beeline toward the planet Earth to fuck shit up. And at the last millisecond,
Mm-hmm.
the Four Stones activate her as the fifth element and stiff arms Mr. Shadow, saves the world, all is well, blah, blah, blah.
For sure. For sure.
Because Mr. Shadow was scary. It could change the way it looked. It could change its outer appearance. It could travel however fast he wanted to travel. It could speak. Apparently, it had Zord's phone number, because he called him on the business phone, made the nigga forehead bleed,
Mm-hmm.
and then at one point when he was eating up all the satellites, like, it shot a fireball and a skull was inside. I'm like, well, buddy got a bag. And it was like, yeah, he's strong enough to absorb anything that gets in his way. But the only thing in the entire universe that it could not fuck with was the fifth element. Big Five.
Absolutely. This movie is a cult classic, man. It's a cult classic. One of Bruce Willis's more memorable movies. Right up there with Die Hard, Armageddon.
Because when did Armageddon come out?
Armageddon was what, 99? It was around this time.
Because I'm like, oh, you just doubled down and had to come back and save the world again.
98. Yeah. So Die Hard was 88.
This
The
was
Sixth
97.
Sense. Sixth Sense was 99. The Fifth Element was 97. Armageddon was 98. Then he did Unbreakable.
When was the Last Boy Scout?
That was 91.
But he upped the blick on the closet door and was like, I'm gonna give it to the count of 3, and I'm dumping the clip on his closet door.
That was 91.
And she was like, you're crazy. You're losing your mind. Go talk to your shrink. Whole time, you had a whole nigga in there. But you trying to convince me that I'm crazy.
You know what's crazy? I forgot he played the I think he played the brother in Look Who's Talking. Yeah, he played the brother.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Hey, we be forgetting.
Yeah, forgot about that. Bruce Willis done played in a lot of movies, man. I don't know anything good.
He got a
He played in a
catalog.
lot of movies. Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, the boy got a catalog.
The boy has got his own money. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, we
Classic case
got
Bruce Willis saving the world.
Bruce Willis saving the world. We got a couple options for Tuesday. throw them in the chat.
Because we can either review a movie or we could talk about how niggas is dope fiends. And you know, I won't do that on Tuesday. I want to have time for this to marinate first before we have this conversation.
Anyway, this was a birthday wish from one of our longest day ones, Miss Kiana. Hope you were happy with our review of this movie, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Had a good time.
Look, I brought the gun out for this review. You know what I'm saying? It was unnecessary, but hey, you know,
it was. But we will catch y'all once again right here on Tuesday on the Popcorn and Beer podcast. I've been your host, Rashad, aka this movie was out of pocket.
And last but not least, I am the King MOE, aka turns out Hoochie Pappy was not the fifth element.
I mean, technically. We out here. Go brush your teeth and get your school
wipe till the
ready.
toilet paper come out pure. Even if you're blind. Even if you're blind, you just got to keep wiping.
Before to cut everybody off like that.
That's wild, bro.
Orgy going on? My man said he's a joke.
She aged like cheese. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Willis.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.